Hello everyone, we are here playing RCT. I'm hoping this can become like a weekly series of me playing through one of the groups on camera. As you can see, I've dabbled in RCT. I've dabbled in RCT for a long time. I played this game as a kid. I've done a lot of these earlier scenarios 20 gajillion times, but I want to go through and actually record them all for YouTube. And so I'm hoping maybe we can go through and play one save file a week. So let's go ahead, we'll select Forest Frontiers, and we will get started with our first video of this series. So again, this one's a super easy scenario. It's definitely not a hard one to do. I've been playing RCT for a very long time. I don't need the help. RCT was one of my favorite games as a kid. It's one of my favorite games now. I'm actually a public school teacher, and I teach business, and we actually play this game in class for our like business management portion. The kids love it. It's great. So it works out super duper nice. Okay. So before we get started, so this series is really just going to be me playing through and trying to complete all the scenarios. Obviously, it's going to be really easy when we first start, but this game definitely does get more difficult, and so do the park scenarios later on. So it's going to be super duper interesting, I think. Plus, as someone who, again, loves to sit and just watch YouTube, I, for the life of me, could not find a consistent series of somebody playing this game. So I decided to bridge the gap. And we're going to play through RCT Classic together. So if you aren't familiar with the RCT franchise, it's got a deep lore, oddly enough. Like, of all things, RCT is the thing that's got it. RCT, if you're new, stands for Roller Coaster Tycoon. And so in terms of, but there's a lot of things going on with the game, and like re-releases and selling and who has the rights to produce what. So it's super interesting if you don't know anything about it. So I'm just going through, I'm just getting some of my basic stuff set up so we have some rides available. And this will just kind of help us get started. I'm also going to take this. And this is just kind of some preemptive, like, pathing. So we don't get the, like, it's too crowded issue. And so if we help loop some stuff like that, it's going to help. Anyway, so I do think this game, I know for a fact gets more difficult as it goes on. Like, you definitely have a lot to manage. So I think it should be interesting. Those are all fine, I guess. This park scenario specifically is not super hard. If we go and take a look now that we've got ourselves a little bit set up, have at least 250 guests in the park by the end of October year one with a park rating of at least 600. We've already hit the park rating requirements, and we are well on our way for people. So you guys will have to let me know if you are new to my channel. If you like the series, please let me know, and this is definitely something we can keep doing. I, again, love RCT. I've been playing RCT for a very long time in my life, and it's super duper important to me. It's one of my favorite things in terms of games. And then we'll do there we go. Preemptive pathing. And not that we're gonna need a ton of it, because again, this park is really small, the scenario is pretty short. I'm just gonna go around and place a ton of these. Something that I will be doing for this though is I will not be using pre-built roller coasters. I will be building them all myself. And like any ride that you have to build, I will be building. Just to add a little bit of fun and a little bit of a challenge. I'm not perfect at building roller coasters. I definitely struggle with it sometimes, but I want to get better at it. And how do you get better? The answer is that you keep doing it. So, don't need those there. Okay, so now we've got some of that taken care of. Yeah, we're definitely off to a good start already. We've got it going. Let's go in and see if there's any other rides we can just get in. I like rides that are like easy to just toss in. That needs to be a little bit longer. And actually what I'm going to do is we're going to build that like that. We're going to close this. I'm going to move the entrance one over. We will open this back up. And then I'm just going to real quickly here fix this pathing. There we go. So now it's like that one little bit longer. And we can actually just to, especially this one is kind of one of those early game popular ones. Just to give ourselves a little bit, yeah. Is this person, do we have someone lost over here? We do have someone lost over here. There you go. What are we charging for this? We can charge a little bit more, I think. Some people are real big experts of this, of like, they know everything about the game in terms of something more thrilling, okay. Some people like know everything in terms of how much they can charge for rides. There is a breakdown like that on somewhere in terms of how much you can charge for something. I do not have that yet, I do not have that kind of knowledge. I am not that skilled with it. Again, love RCT, have played a ton of RCT, can manage the game, but like I don't know what the optimum pricing is for everything, which I think adds a little bit of fun and ambience to it. Okay, what else can we build to just get ourselves a little set up here? Maybe we'll build the exit over there. This can go like that. Not that we earn a ton of income off of some of these rides, but they are just a little bit to get us started. Bring that back down to $2. There we go. Because this first park is really easy, we could probably technically leave this as is and call it good. We're obviously not going to do that, but... And what I mean by that is it just doesn't necessarily take a whole lot to get yourself established successfully. I don't know how long of a path I want. There we go. Do something like that. You just want to, yeah, okay. You want to go on something more thrilling. I think we're now at the point where we have to build something a little exciting. So we are going to build a roller coaster. I always like to start off every park with building a junior coaster. Only because the junior coasters are easy to build, for one, and two, sorry, they're easy to build, and obviously, or sorry, they're easy to build and oftentimes cheaper to build. So it makes it really easy to get a cheap roller coaster that's going to help you. I personally always like to start off with building... Oh. Say. Anyway, so we're gonna go ahead and get this coaster built. Okay, I was about to say. So we're already at that kind of max that we can go to. We're gonna go down a little. Down. And then I'm thinking we'll go right into a spiral kind of over the top here. I think we should be able to. And then do a small little loop up, and then we'll go back up. Maybe, and then actually we'll do an up. And then we can do one like off to the side here. It's always kind of hard to tell where you're going to run into something. Yeah, we're right next to it, so that's not going to work. So I think we're just going to go up. And then drop. Sorry. Go up a little. That's not what I wanted. And then I need to go look at the other side. Again, like I said, not an expert roller coaster builder. Do my best. Love the game. I'm trying to see if I can. No. What if I... Or if I go down... That's not gonna work, but we can do a twist. And kind of go through. I think that's gonna hit the other helix, yeah. So we have to do... do a small helix up and see if that works. And then, oh, junior coaster in the way. Okay. Maybe we'll do a small helix. No, we won't. We'll just do one of these. And then we honestly just might go down and end this right away. And maybe we'll do a... That's kind of where we need to end. Let me see here. So in the meantime, I think we go down. And then we're gonna want something kind of like that, down, and then straight. Okay, let's test it. I'm a little worried about it being able to get back up over that hump. This is not the craziest roller coaster in existence in terms of difficulty, but it will give us some kind of cool factors because of what it goes over. So, again, why I like building junior coasters. They're not complicated, they're not crazy, but they will be able to start earning you some good money right away. Looping roller coaster. So I always build the junior roller coasters to get myself money so I can start building the bigger roller coasters. Alright. So we're going to test it, see if it does what we need it to. and that gets up just fine. Depending what the ratings are, because I know this gets up, we might go and do some other fun things here. Medium, high. I almost want to construct again, I'm going to be honest. Not that we need to, but, like, I didn't know if we would be able to kind of get through that part, which now means that we can have a little bit of fun. What if we go the other way? Can I? No, we aren't going to be able to get up fast enough. Maybe. Yes. And we can do some fun looping. Just to kind of help get that excitement rating up. Yeah, there we go. And then what if we did almost like a twist? We're gonna give ourselves up a little bit on the loan. Yeah, and then we're really just going over a ton of rides. And then what we're gonna do, and then that'll line up, and hopefully we can. Yes. Okay. We'll give that a test. Now that's a little bit more interesting in terms of ride. We kind of missed out on the space here we could go. So maybe, again, we'll still play around with it. I'm not too worried about this scenario. Sometimes building roller coasters can take a lot of time in terms of in-game. I'm not as worried about it. We'll kind of check and see how everything is doing financially here once we're done with this and get this open. But I'm interested to see where we're at rating-wise. If we go back to here, we might be able to utilize this other space here a little bit more. Where are we at if we look at train 1? 31 miles an hour. Okay, that's not bad. So we could probably almost go up again if we wanted to and come back down. We'll wait for the ratings. Yeah, I honestly don't think... if you've never played RCT before, you're going to realize that it is a ton of trial and error. Which is definitely, like, it's what makes it fun, right? Like, what if we actually, we're gonna go up, then Junior Coaster 1 in the way. What if we do a bigger loop? See, and once again, we are at the, I don't know if we're gonna make it all the way up there. We might. But that definitely, like, makes it fun. And let's do another helix down. And we'll go like so. I think we're gonna have to go straight a little bit. And then we'll flip it. Maybe we'll do a smaller, actually we'll do the, and we'll go like so. We'll do some smaller ones. I do think, though, that we're gonna have to kind of do a, yep, that same kind of, okay. We're gonna test this one more time. I do think now it's gonna be done. Like, if this makes it up here, that's a complicated enough junior roller coaster for it to be interesting. And then we'll actually go ahead and get some marketing set up on it too. We're gonna watch train 1 so I can see speed-wise. Oh, other thing. Let's bump the speed up on that. So it gets raised a little faster. Yeah, because that's an interesting and a fun roller coaster. We could have left it, but that's boring. So it's gonna go down. I don't know if that's going to make it up that curve. It does not. Okay. Now we're gonna go back to the... And really what we're going to do here is we're just gonna go up and we're just gonna give that a chain. Right? Like, that's not the end of the world. We'll test it one more time. And then we'll be able to go into the spiral and finish it off. So. Would have been cool if it made it over the hump. Not a big deal that it didn't. So. Alright, let's see what we get here. Information kiosk. Wait, pause. You know, we're in the middle of that. We're going to build the information kiosk. It's raining. This is the one exploit I know for sure, and that's placing the information kiosk. Pause. Okay, information kiosk. And this is the fact that you can charge $20 for an umbrella while it's raining. So we're going to do that because I always like to try and pay my loan off by the end of a scenario. I don't know why, it's a me thing. Love doing it. So, we are going to use this exploit. Okay. Supply and demand. Okay. As we were. Yeah. So, this should be no other issue. We don't really go back up or back down again. So, we are just coasting along the sides into the station. So, just doing a couple flips back and forth. So, we're going to wait for the... Yeah. Alright, and then we will open it, and we are going to charge a ton of money for it. Did I not open it? I didn't open my information kiosk. I think we can get at least like $8 for this. And then... Yeah. We apparently need to charge more for the merry-go-round. That's not the end of the world. We will do so. We're gonna charge less for the Ferris wheel. JK. $9.50 for the roller coaster. We are gonna charge less for, though. Oh, you still want to pay that? That's perfect. $10, no problem. Okay, 50 cents for those rides. Now we're starting to fill it up a little bit. We don't need to pay that much for that. 50 cents is fine. $2. Yeah, we've already got it filled up. Alright, we're gonna put some marketing out. We are not gonna do free rides on that. We could do it on the pirate ship. We'll do it on the pirate ship. Free rides for 6 weeks. Free food or drink. Have free ice cream on us. Advertising campaign for a particular ride. We're gonna wait. We're gonna do that thing where I give myself more money so I can do my marketing. And then we will go back and pay off our stuff, our loan, as soon as we can. Again, because that's what I like to do. So, but our roller coaster's making good money. This should be a snap. I'm gonna fast forward a little bit. We could probably fast forward to the end of the scenario. That's not the end of the world. And we're just gonna see how this goes. This is a really long roller coaster. I'm gonna up the price a little bit more. Yeah, I guess that's the one thing about making it such a long ride is it takes people forever to get through it. Yep. Can we charge 15 for it? It's a newer ride and we have an advertising campaign out on it right now, so we definitely probably could. The answer is yes. What do we think about 16? Real quick though, I do want to pause something. We're going to pay back a little bit of our loan. And what I want to see is I want to look at our popularity. What do you mean popularity only 4%? That thing is okay. Anyway, profit. Do we have anything that's not making money? No, everything's making money and that's what I care about. Okay. Good deal. Log flume. Okay. Oh. Huh. That's interesting. So if nobody buys it, the people go up there, but it still counts as somebody getting on the ride. And so nobody paid anything to get... Huh, you learn something new. I didn't know that. Yeah, I think we're just going to fast forward to the end of the scenario. We have the guest count. We have the rating. This is not an issue for us. But just to get this first episode done, I will end up seeing you guys next week, so that way we can get on to the super fun stuff. We're gonna go ahead and just get through this one for today. Again, this one is a super easy one to beat. If you've never played RCT, this basically acts as the tutorial. It's designed to be easy, so this one takes less than an hour to complete typically. So it's nice that it's a fast one. Also going forward, let me know how you want the editing on these videos. Like, I can cut out some lull moments. I'm going to leave this one just kind of raw, for the most part, with the occasional cutouts, but for the most part, I'm going to leave all of the other stuff in. So just kind of let me know what you think. Sure, twist one. So we're going to go ahead, just get some marketing out. We're going to go back and take my loans out again. Oh, because I like to have my marketing. And we want this for Junior Coaster 1 again. And then I will give them that back. And we are back to where we started. Good to know. So we're breaking even with our marketing. We can up that a little bit from the looks of it. Yeah, we'll go ahead, up that. We will up that. We'll up that. Yeah, all of our stuff is full. We're probably getting to the point where it's like, hey, your park is overcrowded, and they don't like that. Not the end of the world, though. Oh my goodness. Money is just flying in. So, yeah. So we'll be done with this in just a moment. We won't quite repay off our loan. I say quite. We're still like $13,000 away. But we're basically on par for that. We could let this run and pay it off. So again, I like to have my loans paid off. I don't know why. It's just a me thing. I'm a personal finance teacher. But yeah, our people are definitely complaining about how crowded our park is. But we're just going to leave it because the scenario is almost done. And then we're going to go and we're going to play the next scenario. And it's going to be so much fun. So. Alright. Sure. Have a free ride on the haunted house. Get a free drink. We're just going to leave it like that. Oop. Let me check real quick. Every once in a while, they like to just start dumping your rating when you've been fast forwarding for a little bit. See, and I guarantee you the thoughts are going to be, it's too crowded here. And, oh, people don't like how much it costs to go on the roller coaster. So we're going to put this back down to like $10. It must have been because the advertisement was going on and the ride was still considered new. So they always want to pay more when that's happening. It just happened. Oh, I'm poor. I want to get rid of that. There we go. So we're gonna fix the it's too crowded here issue. And we're just gonna create some shortcuts around the park. Not that there's anything on these little paths, but they'll be happy with it. So right now they're not happy, and it's dropping our park rating, and I will be damned if I talked about how easy this was, and then I failed the scenario the first time. What day is it? So we're halfway through October, or technically it's the 21st of October. We should be able to. We're going to speed up a little bit. Yeah, park rating is leveling out. I'm not worried about it getting below 600. So, we're going to end the scenario here in just a moment, but thank you guys so much for joining me for this first episode. I'm so excited for this series. I love Roller Coaster Tycoon. It's been one of my favorite games since I was a child. So I'm super excited to be playing this with you guys. I've been waiting to do this series for a while. And hopefully now we'll finally have a series that actually plays through all of RCT Classic. Because I couldn't find that series anywhere. So I'm super excited about it. So, once again, please let me know how you want the video formatting. Do you want me to just leave it whole? Do you want me to kind of cut out some of the more mundane clips? Just let me know what you guys want, and I will do that for you guys. Anyway, here's our first objective completed. We ended this with a park value of $34,592. So, thank you guys so much for joining me, and I will see you next week for Dynamic Dunes. Bye, guys.